Hi everyone, my name's Steffi. Welcome to my channel. I'm on the floor right now. I just wanted to do a quick reading. Nice to meet everybody. I'm new and I hope you like my channel. And let's get started. So this is just an early morning message to help get us started on the day. So, okay, here we go. I'm going to use the deck first, When My Soul Whispered. It's by Melissa Salfaggio. So, here we go. And maybe just, let's do 3 deep breaths just to kind of settle in here to this space. So, and breathe in. Nice and deep into your lower stomach. Raise the breath up to your chest and release. Breathe out. And again, breathe in into your belly, up to your chest, and exhale. Ah, that feels good. Okay. And breathe in. I just heard a noise. It was the washers kind of doing a shimmy dance. It knocked over a bunch of stuff. It scared the shit out of me. Okay, 3rd breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, there we go. And I hope everyone's doing good this morning. And got some water. Okay, here we go. And let's see what we got this morning. 2 right off the bat. We've got Advocate and we've got Microcosm. So Advocate, let's see here. Whoa, okay, we're hopping this morning. We got Vibration, Decision, and Joy. So today we've got a friend, or maybe a new friend that's going to be coming in. It may not be a deep connection, but it looks like you're right in the middle of making a decision on something, whether it's with a relationship. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling of whether it's friends and family, a counterpart. You're about to make a decision. And you're in a very good vibe right now with this joy and the vibration here. And the microcosm, I want to look that up in the book because, hang on one sec. Let me turn some light on. I can't see anything here. Okay. Is that any better? That's a little bit better. My lighting is really bad here. I'm on the floor, so I like to be on the floor. Okay, let's see here. Let me get a drink. Yeah, you're going to be making a decision today. It could be something very simple. Yeah, let me grab my glasses really quick. I can't see without my glasses. Microcosm and decision. We're going to work more on that decision and see what that's all about. So let's see here. Let's see if I can freaking find it. This book is really hard to find stuff in it. I found macrocosm. Maybe I should pause the video for those of you who have to get somewhere. Anyways, sorry, I apologize. Let me just... There we go. Got it. Okay. So, first it has a quote. We got the crow. It says, "To see the world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wildflower, Hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour, by William Blake. That's beautiful. See the world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wildflower. That's beautiful. So what I'm getting even from Mr. William Blake, just with that saying, the grain of sand, it's almost like to work on grounding yourself today. Maybe do a grounding meditation before you step outside to the chaos and all the people and everything outside of yourself. Because sometimes it can get a little crazy. I know for me, it's like I get a little nervous when I'm in my safe space, my little sanctuary, and then it's like, okay, here we go. I put my armor on. It's like I kind of go through this routine to get all set because it's just, the world is so much nowadays. So maybe grounding yourself, and because you're in a really high vibration right now. Mr. Crow says yes. He's just going to town out there. Okay, so it says, every human is the embodiment of the universe in miniature form. It is time to recognize the dynamic relationship existing between yourself and all that surrounds you, like a butterfly effect. Every action, word, and movement is reflected and magnified as it reverberates into the time and space it surrounds. So yeah, your vibration, you're at a really good vibration. You have been doing some work on yourself. The universe is applauding you right now, and your guides. They're saying I want to say that we are very proud of you. That's what they're saying. We are very proud of you. Yes, very proud of you. You have really been doing some really hard work, not just on yourself, but you've been having a lot of people trying to come into your energy, trying to control you, trying to tell you what is best for you, what you're supposed to do, what you should do for your own good, when actually it's their own reflections that they're forcing on you. So your spirit, you're connected with your soul, and your spirit is helping your soul to be in a specific frequency, a specific vibration. Okay, anyways, I'm sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent. Let's finish this. Many people underestimate their ability to affect change on a wider scale and become stuck. You're not the person that's stuck. It's these people that are surrounding you. Realize that you can be a catalyst for great change right now, simply by making changes in your own interactions with the world around you. Critics will say that no one will notice a drop of water in the ocean. But if your actions inspire another, which in turn inspires another, the ocean eventually creates a tidal wave. Yes, bringing with it great power. This is you. This is you. And an altered landscape. Never underestimate the effect of the small upon the great. So what I'm getting out of this, and this is your base, your root chakra. See this red? I knew there was a reason why I wanted to put this, these colors around today as this base. I always have a different cloth. Oh, there's my alarm. Hang on. 1 second. Okay, there we go. I had to set an alarm because I take my medication. I have seizures, so I take this medication that keeps that from happening. Anyways, so back to where we were. So root chakra, red, red, red. So that is grounding, base yourself. One thing that helps me, I'll just throw it out there, is before I step outside my front door, I will sit down. I will either grab a crystal. This is very special crystal. This is a Lemurian crystal. And yeah, this sucker, man, this thing is very powerful. If you can find a Lemurian crystal, man, it's amazing. You instantly notice the vibration of the crystal. Another thing I wanted to tell you before, I don't want to get too far off track, but since it's my first video, one thing that I do, I'm sure most of you already know, is with all of my crystals, this is selenite. I love selenite. For me, it's not only does it absorb a lot of negative energy, it can clear a small space. I keep it near me sometimes if I feel a lot of energies that are really after me or just really drawn, kind of the vampire energy suckers. I'll bring a little piece of selenite. I'll keep it in my pocket. And when I start feeling bombarded, as soon as I touch it and I feel it, it really grounds me and brings me back to the reality of my space. It just goes shoo, and brings me right back into the moment, where I'm at, what I'm doing, the people, energies who are around me, the environment that's around me. I draw all of that in and it really grounds me. So really quick too, before I get completely sidetracked, is with I have amethyst here too. I love amethyst. It's like a balancer. It's kind of a salve that just kind of comes in and soothes everything. And so it really keeps me balanced. So I also have water. I'm a water sign, so I'm Cancer. So I love to keep water around me when I do my readings. Anyways, for your crystals, to purify and cleanse your crystals and to ground them as well, I take a dish and you can use any kind of salt or dirt, soil from the ground. But my favorite, actually, that works the best for me, I've tried just about every, different soil, different kinds of salt. The best one that works for me is this. You can buy it in a bag, and it's this finely ground Himalayan pink salt. And it's not the crystals, but it's almost like a powder. It's really finely ground. And I'll put that in a dish, say like a dish like this, and I'll fill it up. And then the crystals that I've used for that day, I'll set the dish in a windowsill so it soaks up the sun, so it'll charge your crystal as well. Or in the evening, I'll leave it in the windowsill, and the moonlight will charge your crystal as well. But the crystals that I use each day, I will put them in the dish and just purify them. I just let them sit in there. And then they're recharged and they're purified and cleansed when I need to use them for the next day. So, or that evening or whatever. So I just kind of get in a daily routine. And I noticed a really huge difference when I did that. So enough about that. Let's get back to the actual reading. So the microcosm, again, grounding. And advocate, blue. There's blue on this card and connected to nature. So blue, of course, is the throat chakra. So speak your truths. Speak from your heart. Speak from your gut. And always tell the truth. Of course, you can finesse it a little bit. You don't want to be too brutal or unfiltered or too harsh to some people. Although other people, they need to hear the direct truth. After you've been, being polite. We all have our ethics, our morals, but, just stand in your integrity and just come forward, especially those bullies out there. I've been dealing with that myself. And I've just been feeling this fire in my belly, with the sun. And I keep pointing to the middle card because this is decision. This is your compass. And each of us has a compass that, for me, my compass that I use is within nature. My compass is the 4 directions. My compass is the 4 elements. So when I'm in an environment, I'm looking at my elements. I'm looking at the wildlife. I'm looking at the sun, where it's at in the sky. Is it a cloudy day? But I know, and I tell myself, The sun is still there. Even though the clouds are around me, there's still light. There's still light shining on me. And I can draw from that sunlight. So I don't know if that makes any sense. So, okay. With microcosm, let's finish this card really quick. It says, my light. So, which I was just talking about. My light. There's the words are miniature, encapsulate, embody, small scale. So I think what this message is too is that if you're with work and you're stepping out today, maybe there's something important happening at your work and you're feeling very nervous or intimidated. You know, you have a boss that's, pardon my French, can be a complete asshole sometimes, doesn't listen to you, pushes their own ideas on you. I'm the boss. You're below me. You're going to do what I tell you to do, and I don't give a shit about your ideas or, you know, any examples that you want to share with me that could help my business. You know, I think we've all dealt with bosses like that. Sorry for the directness, but I mean, hey, I tell it like it is. So today, maybe do your breaths. Take 3 breaths before you walk in. Take in your environment, not being so attached to the people around you, what they're saying and what they're doing. Stay centered within yourself, within this vibration that you're at today, which is really good, and it can be very powerful for you to use. If you get any bullies coming in, even just people who are freaking nosy, they want to come in and take your ideas, take your energy, and then you're depleted, and then you have nothing to use when you step up to hone in your power to get your point across or to share ideas, you know, for your work. Or that you've been working long hours and you want to tell your boss, hey, I am one person. I cannot do 3 people's jobs here. You know, there needs to be a balancing within this. You know, you are overworking me. You're going to burn me out. I'm going to end up sick or in the hospital. And then where are you going to be left? You know, especially I'm getting the feeling that you guys are go-to people. You are action people within a certain balance where you're not going to burn yourself out. And some of you already have, and you're trying to build yourself back up. So stand in your boundaries, okay? Protect yourself because nobody else is when it comes to the very end of it. You've got you, okay? Other people may say, oh, I'll support you, oh, I'll be there for you, but there are those people where they are talking out of their hiney, okay? And you know the people I'm talking about that are around you. They are not truthful. They are for them and how they look, an image. So they will do tasks or do certain things or take credit for things that you have done. And I'm saying no longer. Stand in your power because today it is here. Your vibration is there. You have been doing the work. And these people no longer get to take your energy, okay? So make that decision. And then the reward is joy. The sun comes out, it breaks through the clouds. And be an advocate for yourself. Be your own advocate. Speak your truth through your throat chakra, okay? Okay, so let's see. Sorry, I went on a tangent. My shadow. So your shadow side of this is internalizing what other people say about you, worried about how you look, your image, narrow, having blinders on, only looking at it from one perspective, okay? You can shift your perspective. There are many options, even if there doesn't seem like there's any options. Like somebody or a group of people have backed you into a corner. There are always options. Why? Because they cannot get in your head, your spirit. Only you say who you invite in and who you don't. They don't know what you're thinking. The only way they know what you're thinking is when you open your mouth and you speak words. So be your own advocate, okay? Listen to your spirit. Listen to your guides. Go within instead of turning to other people for judgment on yourself. Because there are a lot of people out there nowadays that, I mean, the energy right now is insane. Everyone is so damn nosy, okay? So protect yourself that way. Okay, my sacred words. So these are your sacred words for today. I strive to show through example how one person, that is you, to be a catalyst for great things. Absolutely. Stand in your power. Be your own advocate. Okay? What comes from that? A lot of joy. And it may not be in an instant, but the more you work on this and the more you follow your compass in that direction, north, east, south, or west, whichever direction is bringing light to you, keep following that. And usually for me, the compass is my emotions. I will check into my emotions where it's, am I feeling angry? Am I feeling frustrated? Okay, so what is causing this frustration? Am I being truthful with myself about this other person? Maybe it's time for that person not to be in my energy today. You know, if it takes just walking away from them or saying, hey, you know what? I have some things that I really need to work on right now. And how about we do this another day? You know, just stuff like that. Okay, so I'm going to leave this compass here. Let me draw some other cards. Ooh, and this was on the bottom of the deck. Clarity. Yep. You want to be very clear with yourself today. And one more card is truth. And look at that blue, your throat chakra. So speak your truths. Follow your intuition. Even if it feels uncomfortable or it feels scary, do it anyways. Don't worry about the outcome. You've done the work on yourself. Your intuition will kick in and you will do and say the right things to support you, yourself, which in turn other people learn through example, which is through you. You are the light today. You are the one that others want to follow. You are the one that others are focusing on. Why? Because you speak the truth and you choose words that have impact, that others hear, that others understand. It may not feel good. It may loosen up their demons and wake their demons up a little bit. But hey, that's good. Let's get it out. Let's get it out into the room, deal with it, and release it. So, okay. The next deck I am going to do is Angels of Atlantis. I love this deck. So let's see what your angel guides have to say today. I think this is going to be a long reading. I apologize, but when the guides say go, I go. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, angel guides, send the collective the messages that they need to hear before they go out into the light today, out into the chaos with the crazy people. Okay. What do we got today, angels? I'm hearing Archangel Michael. He's been with a lot of energies with me. I call him my brother. He is always here with me, always, and it's such an amazing feeling. Gabrielle as well. I call them brother and sister. They help me a lot. So I need to cut the cards again, Michael says. Thank you, Michael. Okay, so what do we got? Whoa, way too many. Oh, Uriel's here. Uriel's like, I'm here. And Metatron, yay. Absolutely. Metatron is an action angel. whenever Metatron comes. So Metatron with me, my connection with Metatron, I don't know if any of you have had this, but Metatron for me travels through light, yes, but to me is electricity, energy. Sometimes I will walk into a room, I know Metatron is there because the lights will start flickering, and I'm like, oh, Metatron's here with me, thank God. And I'm like, thank you, Metatron, for being here. So you, Metatron, you are getting downloads of divine intelligence. More with your compass here, more how to navigate through specific environments, whether it's in a room, in your office, with some friends, if you go out, meet for happy hour, that kind of stuff. It's great hanging out with your girlfriends, your guy friends, that group of friends that really know you. But there's also those group of friends that are kind of acquaintances, whether they're coworkers or friends that you've met, at a local bar or club or restaurant, a social spot where you like to go and hang out. You've met some new friends or some people. I call those associates because they're friends that I don't trust 100%, but it's kind of like entertainment, and some of them have a great energy. I laugh, I have fun. So Metatron is saying that group of people that you come into contact with, just kind of have your armor, not in a mean way, like to go to battle or anything. Just protect yourself, because the energies right now, there are so many people, very insecure people, that your light is shining bright. And the more you do the work and you work on yourself, the more people want a piece of that, because they're like, what are you doing? Why are you glowing? Why are you content with yourself? How did your cup get filled all of a sudden? I want to know how to do that. I want to pour some of your cup into mine, and you're going, whoa, You need to ask me first. You don't just grab my cup and take it and pour it into yours and leave me empty. My glass is not for free. You need to respect me, respect my morals, respect my space, and most of all, respect my energy. I will give it to you if I choose to. You don't just come and take my glass and start drinking out of it, okay? And that's the message that Metatron is sending. And Metatron is amazing. And you are a spirit of divine intelligence. Why? Because you have done the work. You haven't just talked about it. You haven't just faked it. Because there are a lot of phony people out there, more than we know. And I myself am coming into this new intelligence and learning a lot in that as well. Especially friends that I thought were, close friends. And I've been pulling a lot of my power back. And it's really showing me who my true friends are. Because some of them that I thought were my true friends were not. And the words that they said and the things how they came at me and came towards me, because I was no longer, my stuff was not free anymore. And I had several people that got very upset with me and tried bullying me. Like, no, you will give me your energy. And I'm like, hang up a second here. You need to back the fuck off. This is my energy. I gave it to you freely because I love you. I care about you. You are a close friend of mine, and this is what I do with my close friends. But then I started seeing, wait a second. No, they were taking, but they were finessing with their words of, oh, you're so wonderful. Oh, Steffi, please, help me. I really need your help. When actually, no. They had more than enough, but my energy, they really liked it. It was like a banana sundae with chocolates and nut sprinkles on it. They wanted mine. Why? Because I was doing the work. Okay? So start pulling your energy back. And it's, oh, here we go. Michael and Metatron. Bam. There we go. So let me take a drink here. Yep, that's it. There you go. Transmutation. And look who's on the card. This is an Egyptian pharaoh, and I'm sure all of you already know because most of you are very well educated, is a lot of people call him Thoth. I had a vision one time, and he came to me. There is also a book out about him as well. That's only for a few of you. You may come across it, you may not. But this is how Michael and I connect. And actually, you pronounce his name Tut. And for me, he may come to others with different names. Also, I almost said Metatron. In Greek mythology, he has several names, like Mercury. So I don't want to strain my brain to get into all these other names. There's so many other cultures that have names for him as a god. But yes, he's an Egyptian pharaoh. His face is with the crane. But he comes to me a lot as well for wisdom, divine intelligence. Michael, Metatron, and Tut work together a lot for me, myself. And of course, Tut is the Pharaoh of Wisdom. He is also known as, the pictures that I always get from him is he is down inside the pyramids, in the darkest parts, in the tombs. He protects the wisdom, the knowledge, the Akashic records. So he is, like the librarian. If you come to him, he just gave me this vision. This is how he and I connect. There's a movie, I still watch it all the time, is Ready Player One. And thank you, Steven Spielberg, for that one. But Ready Player One, I still watch that movie. I get so much out of it. But he is like in the Oasis. And the curator, which it was Ogden Mars. If any of you look on your checks, if you get a check from IRS, look at the bottom left-hand corner and you will see the name Ogden. So that always cracks me up. It reminds me of the curator. And so to me, Tut is the curator. He is the keeper of all knowledge. And so in the movie, if you haven't watched a movie, it's a pretty cool movie. But so the lead character, I'm not going to go through names or anything. If you watch the movie, you'll see. But he always to get information to move further along his navigation, his compass. As he moves through this game, the Oasis, they're looking for the golden egg, which to me is divine intelligence. And so he goes through this whole transformation. And so Tut, to me, is the curator. He is the one that you go into the library, and this is the library of the universe. And light codes, you name it, everything. Your new pet, what your new pet wants to be called. I mean, it covers everything. So, and I'm seeing purple as Tut, and see the stars, all the stars, which to me is all of our spirit guides, our ancestors. They travel through the light, which stars. And our biggest star, of course, is the sun. Without the sun, we would not exist. So I always give thanks to the sun as well, to Ra. So we see purple, and purple, of course, as we know, is the crown chakra, which is where we download this divine intelligence. So Tut is here with us as well. Thank you, Tut, for being here. And so, yeah, you are getting a lot of downloads. And I'm seeing green as well in this divine intelligence with Metatron. He's showing us that within our heart chakra as well. And our heart chakra today is our diamond. So, and also, or emerald as well. If you have an emerald, maybe keep that on you. Your crystal can be very powerful for speaking your truth through your heart. Amethyst as well. So Tut is saying, I get a pat on the back. Thank you very much, Tut, for reading the energies and following my intuition. Your intuition is very strong at this time. I can really feel that. So really follow your intuition. Do not question it. There are times where I will come into a room. There's a local bar where I hang out, and a lot of my acquaintances, friends that I hang out with, that I have a lot of fun with. Oh, I need that. Thank you. Is I'll hang out with them and stuff. And again, I know Metatron will be there, but I have an ex, recent ex, and he has really been in my energy lately and just trying to just suck my energy dry. So that's also why in these readings, Metatron, Michael, and Tut show up a lot. They are my protectors, and I lean on them a lot, 24/7 right now. And so a lot of times I know readers in this card, I've been just looking at it, and there's multicolors in here. There's purple, blue, green, red, it's almost like stardust. The song coming to me right now is Stardust by Nat King Cole. For some of you, maybe listen to that song. The frequency, the energy vibration that comes to that may be very uplifting. So Nat King Cole, Stardust. I love that song, by the way. Thank you, Nat King Cole. And a lot of times readers, they'll see a baby and they say, you're going to get pregnant, birth, blah, blah, blah. I am not getting that in this reading. Thank you, Uriel. That's a confirmation. Thank you, Uriel. I work a lot with Uriel as well. So thank you for being here, Uriel. And another purple as well, purplish pink. So that is also rose quartz. If you have rose quartz, anybody, use your rose quartz as well. Maybe do a meditation, holding your rose quartz. I also set crystals on different parts of my body to activate my chakras as well as I do meditation. For those of you who work with crystals, or for those of you who would like to work with crystals, I have worked with crystals for a very long time. Sometimes I just stay very simple. I don't use, 10 crystals all at one time. But sometimes we need it. I'll see readers who have just arms filled with crystals, but I get it because there's a lot of energies out there. Me at this time, I'm going back to simplicity of things because things got very complex with me. So my guides are asking me to go back to the basics and just keep things very simple at this time. The one thing that I do not do for myself, out of respect to nature, I'm just going to throw this out there for any of you. Those of us who get very tempted for very large crystals, I do not do that. My guides for myself, I'm not saying it's wrong, no judgment or anything. But Mother Earth has specific light grids, specific energies, vibrations on different parts of the earth to balance herself. The earth has a wobble at this time, for all of us that know that. And humongous chunks of crystals, all different kinds, are being mined, especially more at this time because a lot of us readers, us energy light workers are coming out into the media more now. It's safer. There's no more witch trials as much, but it's becoming, people are becoming more open to it now, to energy readers. And some are developing their skills more now. So I've been at this a long time, but any of you, if your intuition, if you get the feeling where you're tempted, please listen to your intuition, to use smaller crystals, because there are thousands, millions of us out there who have crystals. The larger the crystals, the more we are taking that vibration away from specific areas where Mother Nature is specifically keeping those crystals there for a reason, for balance of energy. And us removing all of that, we're removing those light codes, and it's throwing her off balance. So just from one reader to another, if you can, to respect that part of nature, maybe use smaller crystals. They pack a punch. They have just as much power as a larger crystal. It all depends on you. You are the conduit. You are the one that carries the energy. You are the one that can control how much power comes through this crystal. It comes from you, okay? Sorry, I went on a tangent. So, okay, back to the reading. So, we have our crown chakra and the center card, miracles. Again, it shows the little baby and all that stuff. To me, miracles, of course, we reflect everything to human, to ourselves. Need to work more on letting go of that and immersing ourselves into our environment, especially if there are animals around. Animals are amazing. They travel through energy. We are the ones that reason. We are the ones that have to make meaning out of energy and label it with words through emotions. How does that energy make me feel? Where animals, they don't even reason. They just feel the energy. They don't have to identify it, label it, reason with it. They just act, okay? So we can learn so much from animals. I myself, I work with animals. I work with plants and animals in my life. I have for most of my life. So they have really taught myself how to read energy, and I'm sure there's a lot of you out there too that have the same. So miracles, not the birth of a baby and all that. Miracles is the birth of a new idea, the birth of a new energy maybe that you've come into that you don't know how to identify through emotion. You know, tune into your animals. They are amazing energy readers, and they are trying to communicate with us all the time. And they can teach you more how to read energy, not through reasoning, through feeling, but not attaching it to any emotion, just to flow with it. You don't have to know what it is, where it is, how it is, why it is. Just flow with it and see where it takes you. And that's what Tut is trying to communicate with us here today too. So enough of the angels. Thank you again. Uriel is with friendship. So friendships at this time, close friendships for me, I only have 4 friends right now that I know I can depend on 100% and that I can completely be myself. And I know that they are there for me. If other people come in and I get weak and they're trying to take my energy, I can depend on them. I have seizures and I get signs of these seizures. They only last 24 to 48 hours. And that's a whole different thing. It's more like visions. But I lose complete touch with myself, who I am, where I'm at, all of that. And I have, 4 friends that I can depend on that know my signs, that will take me into the hospital. The hospital knows what to do with me. So it's not fun. I do take medication for it as well. So enough about that. Any of you who have anything similar to that, not to be afraid, not to talk yourself down, and especially not to let other people tell you how and what to do with your energy. Listen to your guides, tap more into your guides, more into the ether. And friendship, Uriel is reminding me we are best friends with ourselves. I just recently had this really amazing message that Michael, Metatron, and Tut brought to me, and Saint Germain as well. As you know, Saint Germain is with for the color purple, for the crown chakra, and also incredibly with the amethyst, which is very balancing, very soothing energy. You can attach whatever emotions that work for you to amethyst. To me, it brings a lot of balance. But back to the one thing, and rose quartz is in here as well. The one thing also message before we wrap it up here is, and before you get out there for your day, is that my soul became best friends with my spirit. And that was just a revelation for myself. And whenever I feel off balance, off kilter, I'm like, okay, where is my spirit right now? And where is my soul? Are they separated? Are they having a disagreement with something? Or they're both each in a different direction, gathering information before they come back together to bring me this message. So I always look at my soul and my spirit. They are best friends. Okay. So I don't know if that makes any sense for any of you. And Uriel. Uriel always comes in. Uriel and Ariel. Those two remind me of my spirit and my soul, the energies that they vibe at. So whenever Uriel shows up, Uriel is like my best friend. And it's like Uriel's with the rose quartz. It's like, and brings in my ancestors. So if I have a large group of people that are bullying me, intimidating me, boy, Uriel comes swooping in like, I've got your ancestors. Let's do this. And I'm like, oh, thank you. So yeah, Uriel always reminds me of friendship and true friendship. So, okay, enough of that. I do have my crystal cards. I may do that for the very end, but I would like to do one last message because I know this video is getting, it's very long. So it's hard to fit a lot. Sometimes, man, I could just go for hours doing readings, which I do for myself. But, okay. So this, let me explain this to you. This is called the Book of Awakening. They're not really tarot cards. They're by Mark Napo. It's actually from a book. I got this where I live. There's a store. It's called Tibet Moon. And I found these cards there, and I started looking at them, and they're mostly just inspiration cards where you just draw one for the day for an inspiration or in a particular moment. But I love to use these as tarot cards. So, okay, let's see what our message is for today. And it's really cute. I'm homeless right now at this time. So, I'm kind of couch surfing. So my friends where I'm staying with right now, I'm actually in their guest room. And they're the most amazing people. But they have dogs. One of them is a puppy. She's 8 months old. And I don't want to say any names or anything just to protect, because I am live on video. And I don't know who is watching. So, but anyways, she started doing this new thing that we developed, and she loves watching me do my tarot cards. And it's so awesome because I was doing these cards one day, and she came up and she sat next to me, and she's just watching me, kind of turning her head. And so as I was shuffling the cards, she's kind of smelling the cards and watching me. And then I went like this. I cut the cards. She was completely engulfed and focused in watching me do this. And so I went like this, and I handed her the cards like this. I am not joking you. I am not joking you. I swear to God. She took her teeth, went in here, and pulled like this, and held them in her mouth, and pulled 2 cards and handed them to me. So that's what I'm going to do. So this is the puppy. I don't want to say her name because I want to protect her. But this is from my friend's puppy. And she is an excellent card picker, by the way. So that's what we're going to do. And so let's see what she pulled for us. So she is in the other room right now, actually, because I can't bring her in because she'll just like, kind of go all over everything. Maybe I will ask her person if she can be in on one of the readings. So, and you guys can meet her. Let's see. So she picked again throat chakra, throat. So you choose your words wisely. And another thing that I do, if I come across a word where I know the meaning, but if I can't really explain it to myself out loud, I just go on to Google or Siri, Alexa, whatever AI you've got around you that you use. I'll ask the AI, what is the meaning of boom? And I give that specific word. And it really broadens my vocabulary, to be honest with you. So maybe try that. So it says life's truth, speaking the truth through your throat chakra. And it says, I offer what has surprised me in my pain, that life is not fair, but unending in its capacity to change us. That compassion is fair and feeling is just, and that we are not responsible for all that befalls us, only for how we receive it and for how we hold each other up along the way. That is beautiful. I love that. I'm not even going to comment on that. And again, our compass. Ooh, I'm thinking today, one of the main messages too is our throat chakra today is our compass. What we speak is going to shoot us in a specific direction that we need to move in to get towards our goal or towards a specific emotion, joy, happiness, balance, passion, desire. So I'm going to claim that today. The words that we speak from our throat chakra is our compass and will guide us in the direction that we need to move today. So boom, I call that. So the next one from our little puppy is look beneath, and I see a lot of purple and greens in here. So crown chakra connecting with the heart chakra and also with Mother Earth. Really quick in meditations, I do a lot of just personal meditations with myself. I'll listen to music, poetry, any kind of background noise that's inspiring to me, a specific song, Stardust by Nat King Cole maybe. And another thing, when I see green, yes, it's heart chakra, filling with the heart, but also which goes to integrity and intuition. But also what I see, when I see green, I see Mother Earth, Gaia saying, tune into me, ground yourself to me, to my core, through my plants, through my herbs as medicines to bring healing to your soul, to your body. Maybe some herbal teas, any herbal teas that you like. What I get in here, which is my favorite. If you haven't tried it, it's amazing. For those of you, I know some people are very sensitive to lavender, but to those who aren't, chamomile and lavender tea, it's so soothing. And just the smell and the taste is amazing. So lavender and chamomile tea. So look beneath. Another thing, I'm seeing the red underneath this card for root chakra and for grounding, which is very strong vibe energy through this reading. What I do when I do a guided meditation, and I'm going to start another channel just to do guided meditation. So once I get that going, I'm new to the whole YouTube channels. So, but I have been getting, my intuition has been giving me little nudges and my guides to do more guided meditations, as a lot of us readers do. So that I've been noticing. So what I do when I do for grounding is I'm doing a meditation. I picture myself, I'm in the lotus meditation position, and I'm closing my eyes right now. I envision roots growing from my base chakra And I picture it going down through wherever I'm at, through the wood in the foundation of the house, down through the soil as plant roots. I connect and intermingle with plant roots, especially oak trees, redwood trees, the trees that are around you, willow trees, bay trees, any kind of fir trees, cypress trees. And I picture myself intermingling my roots with their roots. And then I tap into them, and then I go further down for them if they cannot reach further down. So I connect my roots to them, and then I take my own roots and I go all the way down to Gaia's core. And I picture this big red core with nickel on one side and copper on the other. So it's a copper color and a nickel silver color. And so I ask Gaia, may I wrap my roots around your metal core for magnetism, vibration, and to use my taproot as roots for these tree roots to bring them energy, to bring them Gaia's love, Gaia's light, especially Gaia's vibration, which is at 7.83 hertz. And you can find videos on YouTube that has that vibration as well that you can listen to as you do your meditations for grounding. So that's what I do. I ask her permission, and then I wait, and then for the connection to her, and then she will draw my roots in and around her core. And that's what I do. So, okay, enough of that. So the our puppy, she picked Look Beneath, and it says, again, purple, see, crown chakra. So we waste so much energy trying to cover up who we are, when beneath every attitude is the want to be loved, and beneath every anger is a wound to be healed, and beneath every sadness is the fear that there will not be enough time. So yeah, the other thing too Gaia is telling us is time. I go by animal plant time. The only time I look at the clock and use time on the clock is for when I take my medication, and if I have made a commitment to someone to show up and meet them at a specific time. Other than that, I go by the light, I go by the sun, I go by the animals that are around me, and I go by plant time. So I look to my environment to draw me in the direction that I need to move. I do not go by clock time. I'm not constantly, watches do not work with me. As I've worked with myself, my vibration, ever since I was a little kid, I cannot wear a clock. It will malfunction. It either stops or the time is like hours off. So I do not use clock time as my compass. Okay. I use the energies around me, especially the sun, or at night, if I'm out at night, I use the moon, the direction where the moon is in the sky, and the North Star as well, to look to where my direction is on Earth compared to my ancestors. I see stars as my ancestors, my spirit guides, animal spirit guides, you name it, all of our spirit guides that we use. I look to the stars. I see the stars as my guides. So let's see, that's it on that. Our final thing for our compass is I am going to do very quickly, and then we're done. I promise. You can leave, or hopefully you've paused it and you can come back to the reading. I do that a lot. Most people think you have to do the reading all the way through. Oh my God, I can't finish this video on time. Hey, pause it, save it, come back to it. It's okay. Timing moves in many different directions. It doesn't just move in a straight line like most of us have been conditioned to think. I have been taught by my spirit guides that time is inevitable. It moves in all different ways. It moves spherically in all different directions. There's so many different timelines, and we can always not come back, but go back to that message. And the message can come at different times. You know, we can pause a video. I do it all the time. If I see a reading that's really tapping into certain things, but I have to go do something, I don't try to force it or, you know, be like, oh my God, you know, I have 5 more minutes and then I can just rush in traffic to get there. No, you can pause it, save it, come back to the message later. Boom, here we go, rose quartz. Confirmation. So, yeah, just, I look at time like a kaleidoscope, just like the pictures here. Lapis lazuli, that's Tut. That's Egyptian. The Egyptians used lapis lazuli a lot. I use lapis lazuli a lot. Ding dong, that was my phone. There's a confirmation. Tut is still here, and he is going to give us our final message here. Thank you, Tut. Okay, so I am going to, sometimes I do really bizarre things, so just bear with me here. Okay. And I just follow my intuition. And sometimes I get kind of scattered with my energy, but it always brings me back to a point, a center, which my compass, I never lose my compass. I always make sure I know that where I started and where the direction I'm heading to. So when I get to that point, that my goal, my destination, whatever, I haven't lost where I had started either for that day, that year, that month, that person. So I always make sure I know where I started, what I'm moving through, and where I end. So, okay. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Here we go. Okay. How many cards? Wow, we got a few here. Wow, they're all just coming out. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, Moonstone. That is the main stone. So I'm Cancer, which is also known as Moonchild. A lot of times that was big back in the 70s. I'm a 70s child. I was born in 69, so my earlier childhoods, I had great memories of the 70s. Green tourmaline, that's Mother Earth right there. So we are grounded, and excellent work, by the way, for grounding yourself. So I just want to touch on Moonstone really quick, and this is 11. So, and the colors here too, I'm noticing, like with the tans and more earthly tones, also with, reminds me of like a sunset, where you get your ambers. And what I'm picking up with Moonstone, so I'm Cancer, I'm a Moonchild. I work with Moonstone a lot. Moonstone is so powerful, especially for not women gender, for you men too. I have you guys watching also. Moonstone, feminine energy for sure, because we call her the sister moon and the sister to Mother Earth. So our sisters. Sisters are I just got goosebumps. Sisters, I'm telling you, I have my soul sisters that I'm getting major goosebumps right now. I don't know if you guys are too, but just the word sister to me is just so comforting. My soul sisters. And I know there's a few new of you out there as well. So men too, men have soul sisters, and you can have a soul sister in a man. They're feminine energy. I have some male friends where they're a little off balance at some times, but they tend to lean more towards their feminine energy. And when they're more in their feminine energy, I find sometimes, because I move a lot through my masculine energy, I'm a very action-oriented person. I have definitely balanced it out a lot, which has really been, I've had some amazing lately, some amazing epiphanies with certain things in my life. But to you men that are not afraid and really move through your feminine energy, I just want to say thank you so much for doing that. Because for myself, I have some male friends that have very strong feminine energy and are very comfortable in it. They have done the work. And thank you so much to you men that move through that energy. It's so comforting. So, okay, let's see what we have here. Rose quartz, of course. Bam, there we go. Herkimer diamond. This is still new to me. Sapphire, bam. So I'm going to do this. So we've got 9, 9, 3, 11, and 9, 2, 11, 12. So a lot of numbers here for you guys as well with numerology. And I'm not going to go deep into that. Most of you, if you're watching the channel, most of you are very intelligent, and I don't need to explain that to you. So that's not prominent in this reading, but sapphire, again, see how the gradual, we've got Mother Earth, we've got our heart chakra, rose quartz as well. Sometimes maybe for those of you who do meditations, if you're new into coming into crystals, rose quartz is very powerful. Another one that comes from the heart. I see amethyst and rose quartz as sisters with the moonstone. So as you can see, sapphire is another one. You can see the colors too with the purples, with the lighter tan colors as well. So again, and a little bit purple with a kind of hints of blue, very close to hints of blue, right on the border. So again, throat chakra, your crown chakra, and your heart chakra to really work with those today. Again, look at this amber in there. And peridot, 44, bam, there are our angels and our protection for the day. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4s. Protection from our angels. So there we go. These two I want to read because I'm being nudged to do so. And then I promise you we will be done with this reading. And thank you to those who have hung in here with me, troopers, especially for my first reading, my first time. And I hope you guys can hit the likes, maybe subscribe beneath the video. I am new, so it's going to take me a while to get into my groove. But okay, enough of that, Steffi. Let's get into, where did I put it? Here we go. I am going to read the book on this. I apologize to those who are like, oh my God, she's grabbing the book. She's going to read from it. This is going to take forever. I just ask for your patience, pretty please. It's all about the message and the energy. So, and we have an 8, 8, 8, infinity, bam. And a little bit of a twin flame action in here. I'm not going to get into that, but for those of you who are still on your twin flame journey, I myself was on one, but my twin flame, part of my French, is kind of acting like an asshole right now. So he is completely out of my space. For those of you who may be on the same journey at this time, I am needing to keep him out of my energy space, and he needs to do some work and do a little man work and grow into the manlyhood from acting like a spoiled little boy. So that's enough on that. I could say some other mean words, but I'm not going to go there. So 35, Herkimer diamond. Oh, I apologize if I'm pronouncing that not the right way. So 35, let's get to that. Boom, boom, boom. 35, Herkimer diamond is on page 51. Patient Steffi. Okay, here we go. Happiness. Woo! We have the joy card earlier. Let me see if I can find that and put it in here. I know. Oh, bam. Check that out. Right in the box. Pooh! That is awesome. Okay, boy. Our spirit guides are here today. Okay, let me read 35, which adds up to 8. The Herkimer diamond. Happiness. Herkimer diamonds encourage us to be optimistic, positive, and relaxed in our attitude. There is such a positive and reassuring message to these crystals that it is a challenge to remain unhappy around them. Bam. Joy, happiness. Woohoo! Okay. So it says, Herkimer diamond reminds us that life can be simple and easy. Their unique energy balances the crown chakra. Bam, bam. Crown. Crown
crown chakra, and it is this center of power that dictates our overall attitude to life. If we can remember that we are also made in the image of joy radiating from the crown chakra, all that manifests on our behalf will reflect this energy as well. Nice. Herkimer diamonds help us remember that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. With this in mind, we see the world through the eyes of wonder and excitement. So that childhood innocence. Love it. I am not going to talk anymore on that. So I could go off on another tangent, but I'm sure you guys are pretty much ready to wrap this up. So peridot, let's go to that. And then I promise you we will be done. Okay, so bam, bam, bam. Where are you? It's the last one in the book. Okay, so 60, let's get to you. Boom, boom, boom. 60. Bam, a new cycle. So I felt that coming, and I'm sure you guys did. We are wrapping up a cycle. I am too, actually. I am right at the beginning of a new cycle. And it's weird because I'm like, it's different. It's almost like when you step into a new room, a new environment, a new realm, and it's like, whoa, okay, how do I get my grounding and my fucking footing on this? It's like kind of like when you see a dock and you see all these boats and it's so beautiful and the water and the sun and you're on solid ground, and all of a sudden it's like maybe you've had sea legs before, but it's been a while. I know it has for me, and I just actually went on a walk with a friend, my twin flame, and it was just a quick meeting, and then it was like, nope, this isn't working, and I have to cut this person out of my life at this time. But we did have a nice little get-together, and just on a friendship basis. But we went to the docks, and of course it was by water. I'm a water sign, and it really, my guides, I think, really helped me with that. I'm going on another tangent, I'm sorry, but this is important for sea legs. So I think going onto a new cycle, it's almost like getting your sea legs back, where walking onto that dock and it's like, whoa, okay, my feet are moving too, and I feel like I'm floating. How the fuck do I ground myself? This is really weird and uncomfortable. So I think for some of us, we're kind of getting our sea legs back into this new cycle. So peridot, new cycle. And I love the dark green as well. So peridot signifies the end of a long cycle and the beginning of another. The cycle about to end will draw away that which no longer can serve our highest good, clearing the path for more potential to manifest. At times like this, peridot comes into its own and helps to stay strong and generous, enabling us to stay focused on the positive energies available to us. Peridot comes as the gift after the storm to the blessing of peace, abundance, and hope. Yay. The heart and solar plexus, that's the chakra that's very strong in me right now as well. And that's kind of this like little bit golden color, gold, yellow, joy, happiness, bam. It can also spin a little bit more orangey as well. Depending on up or down how it's moving. If it's moving more grounding, you'll get more yellow, gold, more to your amber, orange, and then into your reds for grounding. So let's see. Peridot is a particular healing companion for those who have a tendency to turn their power against themselves when in distress or confusion. I have done that so many times. When I get into another person's energy, and it's almost like they'll flip it on you. And every time you go to, do work with your energies or whatever, it's the opposite. And it's like, you asshole. Because my twin flame actually just recently did that to me, where he flipped it on me. And it was like, you prick. Pardon my French, but it really fucking pissed me off. So if you're in a twin flame experience, I'm not going to go into detail for those of you who are like, twin flame, whatever. because sometimes I get that energy towards twin flames as well. I'm just like, oh my God, this freaking journey. And some readers, it's like twin flames, twin flames, twin flames, twin flames. I mean, I get it, but sometimes, it's just nice to take a break from it. So, that concludes this reading. But again, those of you who are twin flame, or not even twin flame, just a soul connection, or a karmic connection, encountering with a soulmate that maybe has been in your life, but maybe it's time for you to kind of give them the boot and say, because their energy has shifted, they're on a whole different timeline, whole different cycle that's for them, and you have no part of that, but they have attached themselves and their energy to you, and they're trying to use you as their conduit because you've been doing the work and they have not. And there's some lazy motherfuckers out there, and they need to start doing their own damn work. Okay, I got that out. So I will send you off, send you out there. Hopefully this has helped you in some way. Maybe you think I'm completely crazy, but I don't care. Maybe you've gotten something out of these messages. And please subscribe and like, so maybe I'm on the right direction. Oh, Uriel I was doing, this is a different deck, and this card showed up. She's all friendship, friendship, friendship. So I do have friends out there, and Uriel's told me it has touched a few of you. So please like the video. It helps me out a little bit to know what to do. Please send some comments. Please more positive comments. Just how this message today has helped you in some way. And again, the song Stardust by Nat King Cole, not just the words and all that. For some of you where you're like, oh my God, I hate those old songs. Sometimes just the vibration as it resonates through the environment that you're in can create some energetic shifts and changes for you to draw and bring other things in. Maybe where you're at right now, if you have your phone and you're in a place where you can go on to Pandora, Spotify, whatever music choice you use, iHeart, whatever. Maybe you even already have it on your playlist. Bring that song up and just play it in the environment that you're in, because it's not only just the words and the music, how it makes you feel emotionally, it can also shift the vibration of the energy in the area that you're in and draw more things to you that can help you navigate where you're at right now and to get you to where you need to be further today. So, and draw people in as well that can bring support, or send people away that really don't need to be in your space. So, okay. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will do more of these videos. Yes, the lighting will change. I will advance as I move along. I will have different sceneries and stuff. And hopefully the puppy, I cannot say her name, and her brother, she has an older brother. I will talk to their person, and maybe you guys can meet them as well at different times. So I use the puppy a lot in my readings. She's new, fresh energy, and she's an amazing puppy. And her brother, he's named after a very famous musician who's passed away that I tap into his energies as well. His spirit is amazing. And so is the puppy's brother. His spirit is amazing. He's more of a comforter when I get very frustrated and my energy shifts and starts vibrating very high and shoots out. He will be somewhere in the house and magically he appears and he will come to me and ask me if I want to do a heart meditation with him. And we will heal each other and shift the energy by tuning into each other's hearts. And we can actually, where his heart can go at the vibration that he needs in that moment that's comforting for him. And he will help me to bring my heart into a vibration in the specific environment at that time with the energies and bring comfort to myself. So we bring a comfort zone for each other. And then, of course, his floppy little sister puppy comes in and kind of just makes us laugh. So that's how that works. That's my world. Yes, I am crazy, but it works for me. So, sending you guys out into this crazy world called life. Life, love, prosperity, and happiness. Thank you so much for tuning in, and enjoy your day. And I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.